All right, for dinner tonight, I'm gonna do a whole chicken, and I'm gonna do it on my rotisserie. You can get a rotisserie attachment for any kind of grill you have. I do it on my gas grill, but you can get a rotisserie attachment for a smoker. You can get it for a Weber kettle, big green egg, whatever you have. The big thing with the chicken, first thing you need to know is it needs time to have salt on it. You probably hear about brining with chickens. I dry brine them. I think it's a cleaner, more efficient, probably better tasting way to do it. So at least 24 hours before, all you're gonna do is just salt the whole bird and salt it pretty heavily. You can also put whatever seasonings you want on it. This is Bragg seasoning. You don't wanna also put a salted seasoning on it in addition. It's been like this for 24 hours, sitting in that salt, getting ready to go. Now you gotta truss it. And there are different ways to truss it. Honestly, the best way to figure out how to truss it is probably just find a YouTube video. They're gonna tell you a little better than I am on it. You can see now it's all ready to go on this thing right here. So you're just gonna thread it through. You know, that's pretty obvious, right? You wanna find, this is actually a really small bird, so this is gonna be a little more difficult, but you wanna make sure you get it in to a really meaty part of the bird. Okay, so you shove it down onto that, and then you get the other one, and you're looking for the same thing. You want to find, first of all, you want to find a meaty part, but then you want to find balance. So I like to kind of hold it here and see where it's swaying. If it's tipping this way, I want to make sure that I'm tilting it back this way a little bit, and vice versa. So that feels fairly balanced. Bring this together a little bit. I found you can see some meat here on the back of the bird to really punch into. There. That's really nice and secure. And this thing here, you tighten. And then with all the handling of it I just did, knocked off some of the seasoning. So I like to just do one more round of, you mentioned that Bragg's, that's what I use on that. One more round of just making sure it's all on there good. And you may notice I'm not using any kind of binder on this, any kind of oil. I've experimented with a bunch of different things trying to get the crispiest skin that I can. And I found the best skin that I get is just the drier the bird is, the better. Like a little pepper on there too, fresh cracked pepper. Not too much. Poultry really takes on flavors, so gotta be careful not to overpower it with anything. But yeah, get the driest bird you can. So one tip I should have given you early on was throughout the process of it dry brining, I'm bringing paper towels out here and patting it dry, getting all the moisture off it. So when it does go on, it's as dry as can be. And then a little more salt. It's ready to go on. I'll take you over to the grill and show you what that setup is there. Taking it over here on my gas grill. And I've had the gas grill warming up. I want to get it to like 350 internal. And you can see I've got the drip tray here. Different grills are going to have different setups. You want it indirect to cook through. We've got the rotisserie burner on the back here that'll do the crisping of the skin. But you want the inside of the bird to cook indirectly. So I've got the drip pan and a layer of aluminum foil there that'll help make this essentially an indirect cook. So you get this grooved into here. Okay, it's on there pretty good. Just make sure that's under where it needs to be. Hit it. Make sure that it's balanced. That's an important thing. So I give it a minute while I take a peek at it and just make sure it's good. And it looks like that it is. So I'm gonna shut it down. And I'll check it every 30 minutes. I'll probably first check it 20 minutes from now and then every few minutes after that. But it's on here. It's going to be around 350 cooking internally, and it's not going to take more than an hour, a bird that size. Let's take a peek. We're about 20 minutes into it. It's looking good, huh? So we're developing that golden brown crust while the meat is coming to temperature. One thing you can do, I may hit it. See, it's a little dry, and we want that crispy skin, but I think it could take a little either olive oil spray or avocado spray, whatever your preference is. I may throw a little of that on there. All right, so we're gonna do another temperature check here. First of all, it's looking really pretty. In order to do the temperature check, pause it. You wanna go into the deepest part of the breast, but make sure you're not taking the temperature of the middle, all right? So, let's see. That's in there pretty good. So we can go a little while longer. In the dark meat, that's gonna come to temperature. You're gonna want that in the 180s, and it'll get there, just in bringing the breast to temp. So spin it a little while longer. I think we're about ready. Take a peek, spin it a little more so I can get the breast pointing towards me. Yeah, we're ready. All right, so kill all this. Really the next complicated thing, not complicated, but thing that you probably want to pay attention to is the slicing. We got a little bit before we can do that. We're gonna take it out of here. I'm gonna set it on here. I don't want to cover it yet because I don't want to steam it and diminish that nice crispy skin. So we're just going to set it there for a few minutes, then I'll tin it in foil, and we're going to slice it up in about 15 minutes. First we got to free it from the butcher's twine that we tied it with. Okay, we're all set. I removed the twine. We're going to cut it up now to finish it off with a little fresh lemon squeeze. Not a ton, just a little bit. We'll slice that one too in a minute. Good. Pretty darn juicy, huh? And that's why it's key to take it off when we did at around 150, because it'll carry over cook higher than that. But if you take it to like 165, 170, by the time it stops cooking, it is going to be dried out. And we don't want that. We like juicy chicken, which is what we got here. Get a rotisserie, put it on there, take it to 145, 150 in the breast, take it off, a little lemon juice, and enjoy. And it's healthy.